All right. It is time for another episode of the Florencio Files, and he's going back on his competitive eating account where he's a big, muscular boy who can eat 37 hot dogs and also chase it down with a vial of his opponent's tears. It is the one and only Beast Mode Florencio! His opponent in the bottom right-hand side, it is Cosmic. Not Cosmic, Cosmic. So Zerg vs Terran here on Submarine. A nice small map, which I think sometimes is good for flow, sometimes bad. And I wonder exactly what strategy he'll be bringing out here. Submarine, of course, has been one of those maps where definitely these corner bases have done well for flow, but sometimes they get found out and he has trouble expanding because there's just not as many bases to go to as those bigger maps. Barracks goes down, already sending an SCV out, I believe down to this bottom left corner. Zerg going for a hatchery first, a bit of a normie. Just droning on up. So hatch gas pool up against gas first. Flow, though, forgetting to put on gas. Very common for Mr. Florencio. He loves his gas first opening, but the times I've actually seen him put 3 workers on gas immediately are rather rare. He's almost always delayed by at least a few seconds, and in this case, he's actually super delayed. Is he just going to save up for a quick command center? No, knowing Flow, he is always going to go a depot first, right? What is he doing right now? Command center depot. Okay, why not? Why not? Fair enough. Building a marine as well. Zerg's building like a little semi-wall with a spawning pool, which is cute. And yeah, just kind of macroing up. The Overlord's going to get to the pervy spot, but he hasn't actually poked in. Oh, but he's checking. He's checking. Cosmic goes, hey, wait a second. You don't have a command center. So he's going to poke forward and see what he can see up on that high ground. One Marine, though, waiting. Florencio's Marine says, yeah, you better walk away, you pervert. I fucking saw you watching me. I saw you watching me, mate. Thankfully, I got me power armor on. My mate, Thornton, did tell me, though. He told me Overlords have X-ray vision and that you can see me giblets even through me armor. Thankfully, I'm not ashamed of nothing. Even if you can see it, it's fine. I'm a proud Terran Space Marine. And, I mean, yes, I did forget to use the lavatory before coming out here to the battlefield today. So I may have let one rip and it may be dribbling into me power boots right now. But I don't care. Things happen on the battlefield. Hey, dude, what's that smell? I just had to take a shit, mate. But you know what? I had to fend off the Overlord, defend the wall. I wouldn't leave my station of duty. Dude, you know you could have just like literally pressed the button to open up the hole in the back of your suit and like squatted and like just shat it out, right? Oh, nah, man, I got that's not a thing. That must be a special thing on your suit, bro. I just have a bit of, it's just natural. Just pooping in your armor. They used to do it in the old days. And then if there was a break in the battle, you'd get your squire and he would clean the poop out. Yeah, no, Gary, even version 1 of the Space Marine armor had actually that function. Like, did you not see the button here? It's on your elbow, man. Just press the fucking button. Oh, fuck. Are you serious, dude? Yeah, only a few droplets came out. It must be because you didn't press it before, so now it's soaked down into your shoes, has it? Yeah, it has. But, I mean, I'm used to it. I've done this a few times. I'm a veteran. Wait, are you saying you've multiple times shat in your armor, it's dribbled into your shoes, and nobody's ever told you? Nobody's ever fucking told you didn't need to do that. Gary's like, yeah, oh, shit. Is this why I always smell worse than everyone else? Yes, that's why you smell worse than everyone else, Gary. Jesus Christ. We're literally 40,000 years or some shit into the future from knights in armor with squires, and you think we still just need to... Wait, after battle, is that why I see you taking your armor into the showers? I thought you were just shy. You wanted to take it into the shower cubicle yourself. But is it because you need to go in there and wash the shit out of your fucking armor? Yeah, you got me, bro. Anyways, tangent around Marines shitting in their armor aside, let's be fair. That's 100% what happens. I don't think anyone's still explained what happened with Tychus, since he can't even take his armor off. Let's just hope they design that suit with some very good internal cleaning systems. Some sort of self-wash where it like flushes everything out. I don't know. I'm hoping so. Let's touch up on where this game's going. Florencio has, of course, gone for a corner base, but he hasn't actually erected a planetary yet, so it's vulnerable. Oh, he's got one on his natural. And the Zerg Cosmec's like, oh, he's making a planetary. Quick, let's do a Zergling attack. Okay, these two Zerglings like, dudes, you guys are fucking idiots. That's the stupidest idea in the... Oh, you actually want us to attack into a planetary fortress? Yeah, nah. We're not down for that, dude. Okay, so double Evo Roaches, 2 bases of workers, has a third up, hasn't droned it just yet. And it's going to make mass Roach against a guy who has 2 Marines and a planetary. Fair enough. Unfortunately for him, he still hasn't spotted the corner, and this would have been the big pickup. Because Florencio is actually going to 3 base while the Zerg's only on 2 base workers. If Cosmec found that, that's where he could have done well. Now, I like this. Florencio's actually going mass Hellion. This is where literally you could be driving a battlecruiser with hyperjump technology. You could be driving a giant siege tank, a giant armored mech, or you could get put in a rickety buggy, which, look at it, even when they're stationary, is fucking wobbling with a flamethrower on top. Like, this has to be, if you failed every test, and they're like, oh, your test results came in, guys. You guys are the cream of the crop. You are the best candidates for the most badass, dangerous role in the entire Terran arsenal. They're like, oh, yeah, really? Oh, man, I didn't think I was that smart. That test confused me, but I must be a genius. And they're like, yes, you're going to drive a Bernie car into combat with roaches, transform, kill a single queen, and then all fucking die. All right, yeah, burn him up, get him, boys. Yeah, they all just died. Yes, that was absolutely horrendous. And once again, we confirm the fact that Hellion drivers are literally the stupidest people in the Terran army. Occasionally very useful, but always expendable, always with the shittiest orders. Like, dive into the mineral of the Zerg infestation, and we want you to try and burn a few of their little worker drones before you die. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This must be an important mission. The Sarge is sending us in there. What's our evac plan, boss? Oh, yeah, we're going to send out a fleet of medevacs. They'll be there as soon as you take out those drones. They're going to come and pick you right up out of there. Sure, just remember, keep burning those drones. Once you get a few of them, we're definitely going to pick you up and not leave you to die because you're expendable, and we literally build your flamethrower buggies out of expendable, out-of-date parts that aren't worth shit. The only thing they're worth more than is your worthless lives. I mean, no, just ignore that last part. You guys are a valuable, powerful part of our arsenal, and it's really fucking important that you get in there and burn those 3 drones before all 8 of you die. You're like, okay, cool. And yet Hellion drivers still come out. Part of me thinks if we actually went deep on the lore, and you may know from my ramblings about StarCraft lore that I've never read any of the books. So people are always like, actually, blah, blah. So sorry, people who read video game books aside, losers. Just remember that I'm pretty sure you guys are wrong, and the answer actually is that it's a Mad Max type society. And Mengsk, even though he sometimes has a fancy coat, is basically the big guy with a gas mask who drinks breast milk all day out of Mad Max Fury Road. Let's be real. I can't remember what his name was. Gas mask milk drinking guy. That is 100% Mengsk, and he's basically created a whole bunch of casts of really shitty life circumstances, so the Terrans will actually agree to sign up for these shitty jobs. Speaking of shitty jobs, who the fuck was meant to build the missile turret and forgot? Roaches literally burrow into the Terran base, pop up, take out 2 tanks. Cosmec here is starting to smash. Unfortunately, at this point, the planetary is saying, sorry, what's that you're doing? Do you think you're smashing? Mate, the Roaches are actually focusing down the SCV, so shout out to Cosmec for some big boy micro. Is actually doing a fantastic job there. But Florencio also with some sick micro, until the Widow Mine friendly fire. Ow. Oh, these Roaches are killing a lot, dude. He actually got 18 SCVs, not bad. A bit of mass repair, a bit of in and out of the planetary, doing not bad. A single Hellion who apparently had orders to touch up a hatchery. Wait. Did that Hellion do 230 hit points of damage? Wait. A Hellion does like 8 damage to an armored unit. -1. 7 damage a shot. If it just did 230 damage, I'm not good with numbers, but that's like 33 attacks. That Hellion was there for like over a minute just shooting a hatchery. Oh, was he just fucking vaping in his car while like Hulk smashing the flamethrower button? He's like, yeah, just gonna fucking sit here, see some roaches waddling over and starting to vomit acid on him. He's like, oh, don't have any orders to do nothing else. I'm just gonna keep clicking on the hatchery. Yep, you're a moron. I mean, we already knew Hellions were stupid, but once again, that Hellion confirms it. Now we get to see my favorite sort of redneck, and that is the Banshees. Engine screaming, fastest fucking unit in the game, one of the highest damage output units in the game, and we've got both Rotors and Cloak on the way, so that's going to be bloody fun. They're going to start driving around these Zerg bases. There's no anti-air. One spore in the natural? Isn't that random? Why is there one spore in the natural? There will be a Spire finish, so could build air units to defend. Mass Widow Mine here, but uh-oh, that third base does not have defense. Those Widow Mines got to get down there, buddy. Go! Quick! Operation Save the Planetary. 16 Widow Mines. Beep, boop, 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 boop. 1000, 100, 000, 111, 000, 1111. Boom! Bow, 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 bow. Only gets one off. Half of them die. Okay, but have they saved the Planetary? Oh, okay. You may have underestimated the power of the mine, Mr. Ravager. Oh, okay, Cosmac, you've had enough. Go home. Dude, you've had enough. Go home. You don't want to die like this. Oh my god, if he doesn't get that planetary, this is going to be the saddest. Okay, he gets the planetary. Maybe not as sad as he could have been. Does he make Overseers? The Biles take out one mine. Many still survive, though. And yeah, that's the binary combat battle cry of the Widow Mine, for those who don't know. They basically just scream ones and zeros in a high-pitched sort of chirping voice as the enemy charge towards them. Widow Mines are bloody good, man. So let's see. 3 Overseers have made. So he's going to have Detection. He's going to have a ton of Roach Ravager. Has a pretty good economy. Zerg's up 70 supply. But doesn't have anything that shoots up. And ooh, swapping it to battle cruisers as well. Oh, Flow. You beautiful human. He's got a good economy up, man. The new Flow with this macro power that he's got with Terran that he's learned is so good. Banshee's coming. They don't even bother cloaking. There's like, hey, there's nothing that shoots up. Why even bother? Oh, the drones are getting slaughtered. Watch these Biles. Watch the Biles. Watch the Biles. No, he's going to go counterattack. Cosmac's like, shit. He's building 9 Corruptors right now. Oh, Widow Mines are running in, and they're not going to do that much. They'll take out some Queens. Okay, takes out an egg as well. Banshee's going on into that main base. The economy of the Zerg is getting ticked. There's not a lot of defense at home, though. And you know what? With only BCs that shoot up, he needs Widow Mines. He's trying to build them, but they're not ready. Uh-oh. Oh, no, there's no Overseer here. Cloak Flow. Oh my god, he F2'd. He just F2'd his Corruptors across the map. Flow's trying to hang on at home, but that's way too many Roaches with 2-2. The Corruptors are coming across the map, though. He's just selected him to go back. Cosmic is in full panic town right now. He can smell Florencio's taint at this point, and he knows that's a nasty place to be. Don't get me wrong, there are times if you do like wrestling or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or something, it might happen. You may smell that. When you're playing a StarCraft match, that is an entirely unnatural circumstance, and you should seriously look at the situation you're in and do something about it. Cosmic, you got to get out of there. I don't think that's enough to take out this Planetary. The Planetary is on 22 kills. It's continuing to blast. Oh, wait, sorry. There's another huge pack of Roach Ravager. He is going to overwhelm Florencio's main. Biles taking out the repairing SCVs. The Banshees come back here, but those Roaches have already taken out the main base. And you know what? I think he might actually be punching Flow in the gooch right here. He's taking out depots. He's going to supply block him. Some of the Roaches are getting out of there. Unfortunately, no Overseers with the Corruptors, and the Corruptors are wandering the map in a seemingly random pattern. While remember, that base, unable to mine, it's got Mass Widow Mine on it. All he's got is that base and a couple drones mining gas in the main. Cosmic desperately needs to rebuild hatcheries and get some Overseers. And you know what? 9 Corruptors. I don't even know if that beats 4 battle cruisers. The BCs do not have Yamato, but they will still be something that's very hard for the Corruptors to take on. And those Widow Mines still killing these Corruptors every time they're trying to build. It's killing the eggs. It does give a refund, but at least the lava production being halted. Now these BCs showing themselves a bit too early. I think there's going to be enough Corruptors with those extra 4 coming out. With no Yamato, I think the Corruptors can take it out, but oh, losing a hatchery, you cannot afford that. Cosmic is in trouble right now. Florencio, though, remember, is supply blocked. He did keep a few depots alive in the main. He's trying to rebuild factories. The battle cruiser is teleporting in. Oh, I totally forgot about the Widow Mines. The Roaches need to go in first and take out every Widow Mine. The Corruptors need to stay back. The Corruptors need to stay back. Don't go in. Oh my god, he takes a big Corruptor splash. Oh my Cosmic, you can't go into the Widow Mines. You can't do that. No. Oh my god, he takes another Widow Mine here. His Roaches have to go in, take all the Widow Mine shots, and then the Corruptors can clear up the BCs. But he's hesitated. He's taken too long. The third hatch has gone down. Now he can go in and take out these battle cruisers. Remember, Florencio did a suicide jump. He went in, which means he's got no way out. Those battle cruisers are all going to go down. Banshees take out another hatch on the south. And that's all the minerals. Cosmic's minerals are gone. Florencio is still mining from that bottom left. And that might just barely be enough. The Banshee's looking for more workers. There's a spore there. They've got to be careful about that. They're going to take out the Queen. There's more Banshees here. Remember, they do actually outrun Corruptors. 5.25 movement speed to 4.72. So they're half a movement speed ahead. You can see they outdistance them a little bit. And he really wants to make sure there's no mining. Right now, the Zerg has no mineral mining that's actually active in the main. 4 patches in the natural that are very close to mining out. Florencio actually has quite a bit more minerals there. And he's running more Widow Mines out to join up with this. He's only got 1 BC though. And the Corruptor count is good. The Roaches could definitely try and siege from afar with Ravager Micro. Oh my god, another Suicide Blink. You're both down to 1 base. You can't afford to be inefficient, Florencio. But Florencio, as always, wants to focus on doing shit in the most suicidal, maniacal way ever. He does kill a Corruptor, at least that's something, but what an absolute waste. His Widow Mine's going to try and run in. He wants to set a trap here, but that just does expose those Widow Mines. Oh, he gets a few big guns. Oh, a couple of big shots. Another one lands on the Corruptors. Oh, man. Cosmic, you got to do a spready against that, mate. You can't keep him clumped up. And behind this, oh my god, he's going to go Cyclones. He's actually got a mag field for once as well. Flo's like, yeah, you know what? If I get Cyclones, I can pick off every unit without them really landing many hits. Now, the problem with that plan is I've seen Florencio micro. It's a lot of Ravagers. I mean, Ravagers should land next to no hits every time the Cyclones lock on, run away, drop a scan. But the problem is we've all seen Flo's micro. And I worry that he might be more focused on trolling his opponent rather than winning. Oh, dude, he's got to pull back, Cosmic. He keeps hanging around in Widow Mine range. Bile them. Okay. Okay, nice. Bile's taking out a bunch of these Widow Mines, but he can't keep engaging into the planetary. Oh, man. Flo's going to have to start repairing. He pulls some SCVs now, but they're kind of stuck behind each other. Oh, the Corruptors take a big couple of Widow Mine shots. 5 Corruptors just died to those 2 Widow Mines, or those 3 Widow Mines, sorry. 5 Corruptors just died. And that means there's almost nothing to shoot the Banshees. Those Banshees could have gone around the map this whole time, and I think they're going to. The Corruptors take a bit of a piss on the planetary, but then they get gun shy. The planetary, its Ibex cannon turns upwards. It looks straight into the eyes of the Corruptors, and they go, oh! And they just stop midstream just like that. These are low confidence virgin Corruptors. These are not Chadruptors. You can tell deep in the orange and red, they're like, oh, I can't do it when somebody makes eye contact with me. You know, even midstream to stop. I mean, that's real low confidence. Florencio runs in, locks onto a few Roaches, does take out one, damages the other ones. Let's see how good Flo's micro is. Remember, he could just scan to get vision so that the lock-ons don't break. Oh, sorry, what's that? What's that? Ah, Florencio doesn't have orbitals, does he? Shit. It's a lot harder to micro Cyclones when you don't have something to spot for them, whether a scanner or a floating barracks, and he's losing way more Cyclones than he needs to here. As I said, Cyclones, I think, should be a game-winning unit. They still might. Zerg's so low on units, but he's got to be really careful with the micro. Oh, he loses a Cyclone. He gets to lose another Cyclone. Oh, he's going to lose another Cyclone. But then the Cyclones are starting to twerk. They said, okay, just fighting front on, not the best strategy. But maybe if we twerk, we can bait the Ravagers into our buddies, the Widow Mines. These Cyclones are like, come and get me, boy. Come and get me. The Ravagers are like, no, I've fallen for that one before. I know there's Widow Mines on this map. I'm not going to let you trick me with that. I'm a big brain Ravager who's not going to walk into a Widow Mine. That's what Cosmic's saying. It's what he's trying to reinforce in his Ravagers. I don't have as much hope as him. I've seen people walk into Florencio's Widow Mines 1,000 times. He is the master of the bait. And I'm just saying, he probably is the master of the bait, because every time he baits his opponent in to a big pack of Widow Mines, I'm pretty sure it's not the only thing that starts baiting. Anyways, Banshee's coming forwards here. They're going to try and do some damage. 3 drones in the open, nothing that shoots up. What have we got? 2 queens. 2 queens doesn't beat 4 Banshees. There's nothing left. What are you going to do? Build some queens? Build 2 corruptors? These Banshees are having an absolute party. Double Magfield lock on. And, oh god, at this point, I think Florencio is indeed just touching himself and smiling and going, I am the king. I am the sewer mermaid. I like to rub poo in your eyes. In your eyes. You thought you could only get pink eye from someone farting on you. Wait till you come to my sewers. He gives you an itchy eye. Sometimes he likes to watch you rub the poo in your own eye after you've been visiting his sewer lair, just because it makes it even funnier if you inflict it on yourself. And as we were talking about that, Florencio, I think, full mast after baiting those Ravagers in. The Widow Mine is getting some beautiful shots. The last hatchery that had mining at it going down. The Biles, of course, being completely dodged. And no GG? No GG from Cosmac, and no surprises there, to be honest. What an absolutely upsetting way to lose a game of StarCraft. That's pure pain. Florencio, of course, is pain personified. He is the staph infection ruining your day. The terrible, terrible bacterial illness that is constantly afflicting you. And he does it once again. Florencio there with a lovely game and a real big diversity. I love seeing those speed Banshees come out. I love seeing the Cyclones. One of the most micro-intensive units in the game. In the hands of someone with an Xbox controller, let's be real, he does bloody well considering. I believe this was just before. This was one of our last replays, I think. Actually, this one might be after he swapped from the Xbox controller over to the MMO mouse. So maybe he is actually getting better micro because of that. Either way, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good night. I hope you do check out the Patreon down below. A massive thanks to everyone who goes above and beyond. It does allow us to keep pumping out the content. And I hope you have a good night. We'll see you in the next episode, guys. Big thanks to Maxan, Colonel, and Vivek. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and good night.